start streaming. The stream has started. Hello, stream. So, I will do the traditional thing of seeing if anyone's daft enough to leave the defensive pact.
But ultimately, I believe your plan for this session was finish Africa by holy warring every bugger in sight.
That's basically yes, but you know, if there's anyone around here that's not in a defensive pact, I might go to war against them anyway, or if, you know, I can take on someone who would otherwise be in a defensive pact, like the Holy Roman Empire or something. Bulgarian Byzantine de jure war over Dorostrum. Well, okay, go for it. So how threatening am I? Okay, I am extremely threatening.
Yes. It apparently takes about 10 years to decay from 100% threat to 75% threat.
Well, if holy wars go horribly wrong, then that's what we'll have to do. So someone... Oh, the Grand Master of the Knights Templar has rejoined the defensive pact. Although 3 people have left the defensive pact. Woohoo! 5! I don't think fun things are happening in Milan at the moment. There's a Milanese revolt, but that's not my problem, because they're still my vassal. Haha. I have a strong feeling the reason you left the defensive pact is because I got a peace treaty with you. Just had a thought. It's just an idle thought, which is are there any people of my dynasty kicking around anywhere interesting? And it's practically impossible to tell because I want to sort of say not in my court or not in my realm. But I don't think I can do that. Oh well. Let's see if any more people leave the defensive pact. Right, I think that's reached stasis, so has anyone interesting left? I think I have a peace treaty against you. I don't have a peace treaty against you. And you're not in the defensive pact. So actually I might take this opportunity to not go to war with them. Astonishingly, but I'll contemplate it and see how scared I'm feeling. Right, I've converted some more places to Catholicism. The King of Pisa has left the defensive pact. Well, I think we do not...
think he only controls a single...
Hold... yeah.
Yes, I'm slightly... Presumably that means that the reason you can't usurp the kingdom and the duchy is that one holding. So it may still be worth doing it. Oh, okay, it has 2 counties.
Jeez.
And you control Pisa and you don't control Piombino.
Yeah.
Alright, so does he control...
I think he controls a holding in in Pisa.
He's only far enough, he'd be able to see.
Yeah, so That
Alright,
county.
Piombino is actually held by
The
the Holy
HRE.
Roman Empire, but he has one holding in it, and hence has the kingdom and duchy of Pisa as well.
Yes.
Or rather, he has those. You won't be able to. Oh, yes, you still won't be able to. I don't think usurp either of those though,
Because
unless you actually have a claim on those titles. And if you've got a claim on the kingdom, it might be worth going after him.
I don't think we do.
Well, yes. What do you have by way of casus belli for him? Right. Right. He's all. Oh, what?
I have a claim on the holdings.
Yes, but that Pico Pisano didn't appear in his list of holdings, did it? Is that what that rightmost one is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. I had assumed that was in the other county. Okay, he's got that in your county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think
let him be the king of Pisa and one
it's true.
castle.
So, you, however, right, you are basically now very, very negligible. Truce breaker, right, that's why. But I might as well leave you to be mopped up by my... Right, Doge of Venice. Do I have a casus belli? I still only have an embargo. Oh, damn it. Need a better casus belli. Grandmaster of the Knights Hospitaller. I'm not that interested. And the Knights Templar. Ditto. Right. So, I suspect this just means this is a good time to go to Holy War because the big people aren't in the defensive pact.
Oh yes, of course. If it works in the other direction. That if you do it now, then the Holy Roman Empire won't be against you.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So, the only question is, do I do these wars in series or in parallel?
I think if you want not to break up the Holy Roman Empire, you do them in you make sure you declare them all right now.
Yeah, because
I think,
otherwise...
assuming it works that way, maybe it doesn't. You only know that it works that way in the other direction. That if you declare a war against someone, they won't join the defensive pact once they're at war.
Yeah.
Possibly, people who join the defensive pact people can still join the defensive pact after it is at war and will get dragged into war, for all we know.
Well...
But, we can find out.
Let's find out. So... Right, you are definitely part of a defensive pact.
So you have to pick one. I would check each one and see how much territory you get with it.
So
So
that's
the eastern half.
the eastern bit. That's...
The southwestern bit.
No, that's those two
right,
counties.
That's those two. And Songhay, the one.
Songhay is the one bit out there, so I think we go for
Yeah.
House of Land because we get the most. Right. Send. Right. Oh god, there are a lot of places, aren't there? Right. Hang on. You are... Do I not have a casus belli?
I'm more confused by the fact that you don't seem to have anything
Declare
you can do
war.
against him.
Yeah.
That's curious.
Ah. No, that's part of a defensive pact.
He was part of the defensive pact opposing you. Hang on, he appears to be at war with you already. You can't. Can you not thus declare war against multiple members of the defensive pact simultaneously? That's really annoying.
No.
Well,
It's a good job
that's
we
a
went
useful
for-
fact to know. At least check whether any of the rest aren't in the defensive pact.
It's true. Let's just...
He's at war with you. She's at war with you. They're at war with you. Everyone is already at war with you.
Right.
How annoying.
Several million. Right. Now we know.
So we're going after the biggest one.
Yes. So...
I think the general aim is raise everyone we can nearby.
Excuse me while I zoom in. Right. you're big enough to go in straight away. Song is mine.
That immediately has 0. The target has 0 morale as well.
Okay, I'm not going to bother with you guys. There's 200 of them, but they're quite a long way away. I'm much better off raising
Probably worth
France.
raising France,
Okay, you've already got a Delphi in charge. Actually, let's assemble you right there and march you into there. And let's. Right, so now we just see where other people are besieging me and then go and squash them. Bearing in mind that I've raised France, Africa, and Estonia. And the Teutonic Order, but mostly France, Africa, and Estonia. Right. Shut up about the bishoprics already.
That western fight looks a bit nasty. Oh, they decided not to do it. Excellent. I was worried because you have very little morale at this point, and they had a full morale, but now they're apparently sitting down and seeing about gold.
Yeah. Holding in. Arrow is under siege. Right, you are Alania.
So they have currently full morale, so you probably want to sit around for that.
Yeah. Brock's spending more of my money and getting me more piety, but I already have a bucket load of piety. I'd just like to point this out. Holding in where? Okay. Right, well, you guys get to go over there. And somewhere up here. Oh, I have snuffed it.
Oh.
I have a new heir. I'll now play as Trifon of Medina. Right, let's. Basileus Brock the Second is no longer magistrate for Basileus. Yeah, that's because I'm the Basileus, you stoned. Right. Basileus Belette has given up the ghost at age 62. She died comatose in bed. A zealous woman, she fought for the glory of God against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars of recent history. 2 of the greatest holy wars, please.
And also some small, quite a lot of small ones.
Right. So, I have lost a bunch of titles to a badger and gained a bunch of pretenders. Basileus Brock. Oh, I got some money. Woohoo.
Alright, you have 2 people you've lost titles to, not just Martin, also Blero. So Blero has become Emperor of Britannia.
Yes.
Sorry, Martin has become Emperor of Britannia. Blero has become Duke of Basra, Optimatoi, Heraclea. Oh no, sorry, Count Heraclea. Is there anything else below that?
And the 2 baronies have gone to.
Martin also gained a couple of baronies.
Yes. Right, so be it. Right, let's just zoom out.
If nothing else, to see what has
Happened to Ireland, yes.
Right,
so we've retained bits of Ireland, and there's a small...
Yes, basically the bits that were part of the Kingdom of Ireland. I think that looks like a very familiar division from like a century or two ago.
Yes. Right, so... Right. There's my brother. So I just want to see... Right. What I'm wanting to see... He's not part of a defensive pact against me. Do I have... I have a strong claim on the part of Britannia.
Yeah.
I should probably go to war with him while he's not in a defensive pact.
You can't do it right now because you have troops raised.
I have troops raised. That's probably why I'm not in a defensive pact. So... Right, let's resume that. Let's resume that. Let's pick an ambition. Improve martial ability or improve stewardship. Right.
I'll probably go for martial.
Yeah, I'm just banning myself from needing armies. Until I've fixed my stewardship. Oh my god, I'm a secret monothelite.
You can, I think, just abandon that.
Yeah, I will abandon it shortly, but I want to have a look first at like all the excitement that monothelitism has to offer me. I'm not necessarily going to do anything with it, but while I'm paused. What was that?
Bugger all, as I recall.
I suspect so. Let's just see what we've got equipped. We have the German Crusader thingy and the Greek lance, and the forgery is equipped. We've got a skull of St. Christopher, 2 skulls of St. Paul of Tarsus. Let's not ask any questions about that. Jesus, that's a lot of messages.
Well, you get 2 messages for every great work, as I recall.
Oh, Christ.
Because you get one to say you lost it and one to say you gained it.
Yes.
And you do own every great work in the world, or at least in Eurasia.
Yeah. Well, all the ones that we know about. All the great works in the known world. You know, who knows what the Mayans are doing right now? But we don't know about the Mayans yet, so they are safe from our predations. I think we're into Mayan stuff by now.
I'm probably confused about my South American.
I mean, Olmecs have definitely done stuff, but I think if we're talking about things like Machu Picchu, we're getting into... Because we're not that far off the age where great ships sail west to go stoked. Yeah. At which point, you know, there's definitely, you know, big buildings, so...
Okay, how many grand universities have you got?
About 6 by the look of it. So I've got a claim on the Duchy of Rana, which is...
Vacant.
Vacant.
I think you can create it anyway, so...
Great. Grand City of Verla. Okay, which is one of mine anyway. And a bunch of baronies. So what have I actually got? I've got an Empire of England, the Kingdom of Swabia, County of Middlesex, County of Kashgar, County of and right. So I've got 3 spare counties and no spare baronies.
Oh right, yes. And Blaireau and Martin are your 2 brothers, which you died and inherited.
Yes.
Other parts of the stuff. You need a new Chancellor.
Yeah. I'm just going to find if I can find a spare holding. I haven't looked in Italy. recently, if at all. Actually, I don't really know where I'm looking for barony, because mostly these days I'm looking to defeat people by doing a all-out thermonuclear war. Right, anyway, so I've got an ambition. What I need is Magistros. I suppose you'll do. A Sakalarios. You are fine. And right, you'll do quite well. Study technology. Florence. Research economy tech. Middlesex. Right, you're going to fabricate claims on Venice. So, oh my god, why have I got no commanders? You're all a bit useless. Excuse me. Right, search war. Great house. Let's reset that. So, gender. Male. Join court. Yes. Pointy stick ability. Do you have any that's greater than that of the average state? So, you're my daughter. Right, let's assign you a guardian. Children, you are married. You're married. You're betrothed to someone. You are not betrothed to anyone. Can we arrange a matrilineal betrothal? Right, I think we get the Prince of Serbia. Because he's someone reasonably important, and also not crucially going to stop me going to war with people. Or I can recruit an academy hero. Oops, maybe I should have done that before doing that. Misguided warrior. No thank you, I have some better people queued up. Right.
So who is your heir?
My heir is Trifon.
Atsu.
He's married to her. She's also a bit hopeless, but not quite as hopeless as he is mostly.
have any more suitable children.
They're all girls, and so if I...
Which isn't too bad, except you will split things even more, though not very many really big things. But not much better, no.
Yeah.
For instance.
No, they're all a bit hopeless. Right. Should I renounce my secret religion?
I don't know.
Well, let's leave it going and see what happens.
There was an occasion when you had cause to.
Ah, yes.
Maybe he is in heaven.
How to honour her. Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. So, I lose a lot of gold. I lose slightly gold. I lose piety but gain thing. Right. Oh, go on. Let's do a grandiose ceremony. Let's also find the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Halicarnassus. Because I think I have some more slots available. So... I can build an eternal flame. I can build a horse graveyard. I am very tempted by the horse graveyard, by the way.
There aren't many other good options, to be fair.
Well,
I mean, it's not a good option either.
Yes, but it's hilarious. Right, I'm going to build the horse graveyard, and then I'll probably build the eternal flame.
Just in case you ever find a zoonist.
Just in case I ever...
Probably about as rare as horses.
Yes.
Well, I mean, horses whose opinion you care about.
Yes. It's true. So... Alright. You get to be a commander. Let's go back to that. Right. Anyway, I've recently inherited German Crusader armour. Right, well, let's lose some gold to maintain the German Crusader armour because it's quite useful. Fortunately, I am making quite a lot of money and I'll make that back in a year. Holding in. Where? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, fine. Wackadoodle. Okay. Commander. Hooray, I've got a new guy with speed boots. It's always good. Okay. Right, okay, 150 prestige. It's odd.
Those who like that Bellet will improve their opinion of you, and given that Bellet's vassals had almost all had 100 plus 100 opinion,
yes,
that should be quite good for
yes,
Brock's
yes, everything.
situation.
Yes. So.
This student's often fairly unclear. I said it was fairly unclear. And this question starts, disclaimer, I'm going to try and be as clear as possible. I will try and get the idea across. On the first line of the idea goes, the reals are an element of the interval 0,1 maps to S in notation. The reals aren't an element of the interval 0,1. And what? It's absolutely no sense in the first line. So I'm going to go up already.
Okay. That's that. So, let's put some people in charge here. Oh yes, do I have a nickname? Basileus Brock the Careless. Okay. Hopefully we can do something about that. How threatening am I? Ooh, I'm below 50% threat. I have no idea how long that's going to last. I'm wondering if I should attack someone. Well, I can't right now.
Mm-hmm. But, yes, of course, you don't really want Rain to war. Well, either that or you start season B.
Yeah. Let's stick. There. I'll do it off over there. Get you some Sicilian back up. African Holy War for somewhere. Okay, well that's nice. We can take one of those bits that I can't get at.
While you're busy distracting all the members of the defensive pact, your vassals can take them on for
One by one.
useful purposes.
It's the one. Oh, that's why there was a fight there. I briefly thought they were assembling people there, but now they've hived off some others to go elsewhere, which seems, you know, odd. Okay. Right there. Fleeing. Let's follow them. The general principles of being right on top of them. There. Go there. wait there for those guys to turn up.
Where's Kaiser Earl then?
Yeah.
Luckily we found out we've got them on the individual.
Right. Because it's 7.54, they're going to have to sit around there. Okay, so you are in fact trying to besiege that back. So you guys get to go over there. Let's leave you sitting around there for the time being. All I'll have to do is remember where I've raised my armies afterwards. Under siege by who? Whom?
Probably only briefly.
Well, let's try and be bookish. I mean, I do have a number of great libraries and universities and things. Speaking of which, let's briefly look at the library of this thing.
Well, you do only have one grand university.
Yeah.
I don't know why you had like 20 messages about it.
I don't know, maybe it was an ocelot.
Maybe you get one because you're on the staff mailing list, and one because you're on the
Student mailing list.
and one because you're on the person who owns the university mailing list.
Possibly. That would only get me 3. Maybe times 6 to be on each side of those. Okay, well, getting +1 diplomacy is not to be sneezed at.
You get a induct child into monarchy like religion button. If you need it.
Oh, go on, let's...
I'm not sure this is actually in any way, in any sense, useful.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. What's your point? Anyway, having a secret religion adds a bit of spice to life.
Battle to at least give you a traditional war score.
It's probably technically not against their troops. Actually, let's put Egbert in there.
Oh, I'm sure that won't turn out disastrously.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Well, at least it keeps them occupied. I don't really mind if I lose that battle. I just want to make sure that they're not, you know, likely to...
You're worried about the 10,000 troops just used.
I am, but there's also a huge amount of troops in there already that I think are more or less on my side, or at least like not on my side. And anyway, I don't think losing those battles loses me a lot of war score. So, you know, there isn't a huge problem with that. Damn it. Okay, well, I suppose I'll take you.
Or indeed the new Death Bottle song end.
Yeah. You'll just go to Italy, right? Yes. Surprised, but I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, so you want there doing the thing. Yeah, let's have a quick look at our factions. Well, notionally, Pope would like independence.
Hang on. I think this is safe, but there are some cases belli where you actually want to make sure you've occupied all of the territory you might gain. I don't think Home War is one. It was something like Home War, but I think it might be Invasion.
I will wait.
Right, as long as they are occupied by you or your allies, or unoccupied. So, since he wasn't in a war against anyone else, I think this is fine, yes.
She.
She, sorry. I'll still under that helmet.
So, what have we got down here? Right, well, we've ensured that most people aren't in even slightly the right place. So, somewhere up here.
Chapter retreat will be a while.
You can be disbanded. You can be disbanded. You can be disbanded. Okay. So, let's go find some of the weirder things I've got. Let's see. Does my son have anything? He's already Count. Okay, he's already a Duke. Right, zoom out a bit. Can I find?
Probably not worth. Yes, you don't want to find claimants on empires anyway. So one of those is already your courtier. He may not be a very good claimant.
It's true.
Okay, he looks like a pretty good claimant in many respects.
Well, let's give him a county.
Yeah, I think you want to make sure he doesn't leave you.
Yep. Well, let's give him a county. Yeah, well, I'll give him a county, so that should help.
Obviously no claimants on the revolt. still the other.
Oh, damn it.
Claimant list for. You probably want to keep on claimants then. No, you had the right.
I had the right
thing. On
thing.
the left, you didn't change.
Change
the thing on the
claimants.
right.
Absent of claimants. What about you guys? So that's a kingdom level, isn't it? Right, what have I got? Oh, I can use up the High Chiefdom of Hauserland. Oh, let's do that.
You can create the Kingdom of Hauserland. Yes.
Yeah. It should give him a bunch more de jure claims, which I'm sure he'll be delighted to sort himself out over. I'm right back up at 100% threatening, even though I just won one tiny war for a few counties.
It may have been a weird.
Oh, go on, let's conduct a secret ceremony. It's a laugh in it. So, basically I'm getting all my troops back to... Do I really have 70,000 troops? Right? Exarch of Africa, Exarch.
I appreciate it might be rather a complicated calculation, the ground count, but when someone makes their full discography available for the price, you can perhaps work out whether I've already bought so much of it that this isn't actually a useful discount.
Okay, I probably have in fact got that many people raised. Down to 32,000 troops raised. Right. Where?
Of course, they may be ones that have fled, so in a place that you haven't even...
Don't think any big armies fled.
Well, yes, there was a few thousand, I think, in Africa.
No, it was like 600 or something.
Some, I think, there in Anatolia.
Oh yeah.
And that now leaves one.
Right, that leaves the fleeing army that I know about. Right. And they weren't in Africa, they were in like somewhere near Siberia. You're going to stop fleeing.
Not anytime soon.
No. Thank you, that's not helpful information. Can I just disband them? No, I can't even disband them. Poet, diplomacy +1 and thing. Right, I'm definitely being a poet then. Oh, the Pope has decided not to try and be independent of me. Possibly the Pope has had an attack of understanding some real politic. And understanding that I would totally go to war against him. Look,
subject.
peasant revolt. I'll sit here and wait for a bit for you to recover your morale. I can't remember where I put my chaplain, but I think it's capital of an exarchate, and so like it has like 8 squillion people in it. Come on, hurry up, I want to go to war with my brother. Hopefully he hasn't joined a defensive pact, but even if he has joined a defensive pact, so what? I mean, I have all 3s.
You need to kill 10 men. Oh no, that's rather rapidly.
Yes.
Plummeting rather.
Yeah. Don't quite know why. Possibly because I have an army in retreat. But anyway, I've got over 300,000 stoats at arms. And legs. And other people's entrails. Unfortunately, because my brother's an emperor, I can't offer him diplomatic vassalization. Oh, I've inherited a thing from a despot, I think.
It says despot there in
Yeah,
the
almost
dialogue box, in the announcement box, even when it's not actually a despot.
So let's add that to Alania, I think. Right. Excuse me while I work out where Crimea is again.
It's about half of Crimea now.
Perhaps not him.
Why is he so opposed to you? So 20, 40, 65 of that will go away, but it's still not very good. I don't know what's typical for Brock though. Like, he's going to have short range penalties from everyone.
Yeah. But, like,
Yeah,
him on the other hand,
that's clearly better. Yes.
yes, I mean, he desires the Kingdom of Crimea, but that's fine. I'm going to fix that problem.
The entertaining thing that your vassal viceroy's primary title tends to be early in the alphabet. If you grant them in alphabetical order.
Well, yes. I think there are some bits to transfer. Let's... I think some bits have fallen out. I'll maybe tidy up once I'm not fighting people. I don't think being in a forest is going to save you. So, pedants, you found a half-decent soldier to lead you. I will give you credit for that. On the other hand, the guys who are standing there with their scythes stuck to a thing to turn them into a polearm are doing rather better. Oh my god, their army's arrived somewhere. Right, let's dismiss you. Right, release the peace otter with a sarcastic note. So I think I might have time to try to rule Britannia, as it were. He's not in the defensive pact against me. Got a strong claim on the Kingdom of Swabia. Ha 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 ha. Right, anyway, right. Let us declare war for Britannia. Hang on, let's just check he doesn't have any good pacts. Right. Well, that was going to be a serious problem. Right, claim Britannia. Right, so let's zoom in a bit. So we have England and Wales. Okay, let's maybe route you not into that county. Let's instead.
The others are safe.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll have a reasonable amount of thing by the time they get there.
Yeah. Yeah, Tagan Wolf Alimi's claim on. Right. So, where is the disputed county? There's the disputed county. Where's the disputing state? Okay, you are the disputing state. Didn't actually realise you were part of my whatnot, but let's see.
No, he's independent. I don't think you need to click on his portrait in order to get his location.
Alright, next to Ghana. Right, how many troops can I raise in Ghana? How many troops can I raise in the Teutonic Order and the... Well, let's get you lot together there. Right, you will probably be enough. Oh no, I can raise Songhai as well, can't I? I can raise Songhai as well. Right, well, let's come back to that. I think at best you're going to be a minor distraction. Right. Okay, so we've arrived there. What are we besieging there? What are we besieging there? Curious where you've scared up 12,000 states from. I assume it's by spending quite a lot of money, yes.
He has 9 money left, which means he can't sustain.
Doesn't matter, you know, even with that, he's got like 15,000 people. Like, there's only one army of mine that's even slightly going to be worried by that. When I say only slightly going to be worried by it, I mean it would be quite worried by it, but it can run away, so, you know. It's not going to be that worried in the grand scheme of things.
Also, he appears to have raised an army with 0 morale of 13,000 troops, and you've just walked straight into it.
Well, I mean, if you will do
not going to be nice for him.
damn fool things like that.
Speaking of damn fool things.
Yeah. You'll do. You get to go over there. So, can I assault this holding? That's probably a bit dubious to assault anyway. On the other hand, that's an excellent one to be assaulting. That's an excellent one to stop assaulting. Okay, apparently I'm in the state and already have some of those pills open. Right, that however has got us 25% war score. Okay, that's like 300 in the wrong place when that army came by. So, right, you're coming to say hello. Right, well let's assemble some people. No, it's not. Bluff. So, what are we besieging there? Right, what are we besieging there? So you've arrived there and we're besieging something. So you'll stop persisting with that siege. I think I win this siege. And then march that army down there to stop them besieging some of my territory. And I leave the other two armies besieging things.
I think they're probably just besieging the potatoes, but that's not necessarily a problem.
They are currently just besieging trade posts, so no. Maybe I don't even bother to take them on a little wander. You're my courtier. Do you have any good traits? You're a dutiful cleric bastard. You're attractive, honest. You're a bit.
Yeah, attractive is
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but only the genetic traits make a significant difference. I mean, if you legitimise the child, you get to control their education.
Yeah. Well, let's.
And, if you can get attractive into your line, albeit that you've far too many children already.
Yeah. What my grandchildren I'm worried about. I mean, also what I really want is someone youngish to inherit in around 1425, 1430. She turned me down. then they can hopefully get a good long run up to the thing, and maybe be in a position to get enough piety and money to do an empire rush at the end. Obviously I should.
Who's the current holder now? Is the current holder not your
Yeah.
vassal? Okay,
I'll deal with my vassal problems later. Anyway, so right, I want extra moral authority because I'm pretty sure it'll come in handy for something at some point, like a crusade. Oh dear. I probably don't need more fertility, do I?
I don't know. Probably not.
Let's get some piety together. So it's got you've arrived in the right place. You're besieging something. Jolly good. That's what we like to see.
Oh, right, they finished besieging the first thing.
Yeah, I was moving them anyway, and so I might as well stop my brother besieging things back. Where are you going? You're going to Brevna. Fine. I can take a hint. I don't think you're going to like what you find when that happens, mind. besieging Cashel. I covered my laptop in eye drops. This is not quite what I had in mind. Speed boots. Yes, right. Off you go. What? Oh, okay, so I have. Release the otter that says, "What were you thinking?" And send them over there. So that they can be disbanded. Okay, so they've sat down to besiege there. I'm going to watch you. No, hang on, pause. "100% more score. Release the otter." Disband. 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 What do you mean you're not in friendly territory? Disband.
So I suspect you're...
Just need to find the most serene Doge.
Oh.
Don't I have?
No, I think he probably wants a bunch of things transferred back under him.
Yes.
Because I think he's still king. Yes, he's still Serene Doge of Ireland.
Yes.
But
How many bloody counties are there? Don't answer that. Quite a lot.
The ones
Yeah.
that he's entitled to.
Yeah.
Because he's
And I've now stopped having a oh my god, your vassal limit issue. Right, so my niece is 6. Let's assign her a guardian. Let's try and assign her a guardian who can add up. Right. You can be disbanded. So I do still have a problem that I'm Basileus of 2 basils, but at the moment, provided I'm careful, I only have 1 son. My son only has 1 daughter, so that's currently okay. How old is she? She is 1. So she's got a silly name.
what was her name?
Gary Philia.
Right.
So we're probably getting to the point, where we stop for the night. I'm just letting time tick gently on so that my threat decays a little bit. Somewhat. Though not much, because I did just go for war, to war for an entire goddamn empire.
Quite a small empire.
Yes, but, let's just point out it was an entire empire. And
It was an empire that was smaller than the Kingdom of Ireland.
yes, but think how hard it was to get the Kingdom of Ireland in the first place. State. That is quite right. It's intrigue. Are there any people who we can get money from? Well, that's improved our cash flow a bit.
Yes, it occurs to me that you may be able to gain a fair amount of money if you wanted to get some by an embargo war on Venice.
It's true, but I've got my guy manufacturing a claim on Venice, so that's I think what I'd like to do in the slightly longer term. Because I think that makes more sense, because then hooray, I've finished building a horse graveyard.
That's
Right, let's build an eternal flame. Is this yearning an eternal flame? Stoked. Right, anyway, very 1980s. That's crack. Yes, we didn't get that much of Africa because, unfortunately, once you've declared war on someone in defensive pact, all their mates say, ha ha ha, lol, no.
We've already at war with you, we can't declare war on you again.
Yes. So that's an important life lesson. Let's just see. Okay, there are places that aren't part of the defensive pact.
Yes, India and a couple of revolts.
Pretty much, yeah.
And one of them is a pretty big revolt.
It's true. I mean, I will see if I have any claims on it next time. assuming it still exists. Otherwise, I suspect either I go after a large duchy in one of the kingdoms I can go after, or I go, well, which may include the Mongol Empire. Africa I might leave to its own devices to, fill in the gaps. But importantly, I have Ireland back, or all of Ireland back. Right, well, I think it is time to save and stop. 1398. Come on, you can save and quit to desktop.